Welcome to part two. As you can see, I've changed my look. So, earlier I made a video about hairstyles and stuff like that. I even got some feminine girly styles in there. Okay, so check it out. As we start part two, I'm proposing that if you're going to go to acting school, and if your acting school is in college, that colleges should rewrite the acting curriculum. That you should focus on the things that I mentioned in the first video. How to deal with rejection. How to go to rehearsal. How to learn your cues. How to actually act. How to do everything that makes you an actor and can give you a lustrous career like that of John Malkovich. No, I'm not going to be the multicolored or the black John Malkovich. I know my range, alright? Superhero, Power Ranger, it's morphin' time. I can do that. We are VR. I can do that. It's going to be simple. It's something that they can remember. I could put on one of these suits and make a part 3 after I get out my shower. And I'll probably do that. But before we do that, the thing is, if we're not being taught this, then we also should be taught how do we get the attention of the people that's going to give us jobs. You can be a great actor and never get an acting job. Henceforth, I've been at this business for 20 years. I am 47. I started when I was 27. I've made independent films of my own. I got one role with a guy who wanted me to be Rey Mysterio. And I was practicing and I was doing everything. I had maybe one line, which they never told me what the line was because they said, you won't get the line until we actually start filming because we kind of want to know if, we need to know if you can say something exceptionally cool or if we're going to make you have no lines and just be a man of action, all kinds of other stuff. So they got me working on the 619. 619. I'm doing the 619. I'm small, so I can get through the bars, and they worked it out so when we were filming, there was a bar that's just big enough for my tiny body to 619 that thing. So I can do the 619. However, in the month and a half that I'm practicing the 619 because they said you have 1 month to learn the 619 and then we're going to start shooting. Somewhere, and I'll tell you guys this story before if you're not new to Kung Fu Habit number 2, somewhere between that, the two producers got to fighting. One guy's girlfriend was pretty pissed off about something and it totally ruined my chances of filming because they scrapped the movie. I don't even remember what the movie was going to call, but what got me the job was I went to the Halon Pavilion and I seen these two beautiful, hot, sexy, gorgeous Asian girls dancing and stripping on stage. Hello, ladies, wherever you are. And thank you for giving me what would have been a legit role had the two producers not got to fighting because of another lady. Anyway, they need to teach us how to know when we're going to talk. They need to teach us how to handle rejection. They need to teach us what can we do that can do something dramatic enough to make you notice me and make you say, let's see what this guy's about. Let's put him in front of a camera. Let's see how he handles 5 putties. Okay, you got a putty on the right. Boom. You got a putty on the left. Boom. You got this guy. Boom. You're going to knee him. You're going to elbow him. You're going to hit him again with another elbow. And you're going to backhand him. We're gonna work him with the stunt team. We're going to see what this guy's going to do. And then at the end of the fight, he's going to throw something like, now that's how you get this done. Where he's going to go, you guys want to fight? You got it. They're going to do something unique and make me stand out so that when I come into that casting call and I walk in there with my cane and it's like, show us what you can do. I don't need the stunt team, but show us what you can do. There clearly is no room in here for what I really want to do. But show us what you can do with that cane. Show us what you can do with that umbrella. Show us what you can do with that hula hoop. Do you know martial arts? You want to make martial art movies. So I'm going to be honest. When I got into this business, all I really wanted to do was make martial art movies. Why? I will tell you why. Alright, so here's movies where there are elements of martial arts in it. Science fiction, scary, and martial arts. There's very few drama movies where there are martial artists in a lead role. However, there are action movies where there are martial artists in a lead role. I never want to be the leading man. I don't want that responsibility of having the entire movie rest on some shit that flies out my mouth. But as a sidekick, or the guy that dies that motivates the guy to lead, that's fine. Now, in my own stuff, I will be honest, in my own stuff, I know what I'm trying to film. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm going to do. So, in my stuff, I can be the leading man because it's mine. I wrote it, I'm starring in it, I'm directing it, I'm fight choreographing it, I'm producing it, and I'm taking everybody's safety into my hands, and I'm not asking them to do stuff that I will do. I'm asking them to do stuff that's safe and productive versus that crazy shit that I know I can personally do. Now, if they want to do that, it's a fight. It's like, what? I said, look, I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. I've been fighting in the streets since I was 6. I've been in martial arts since I was 7. It's nothing for me to spring off of a tree. It's nothing for me to spring off a wall and beat somebody's ass. Because I've had to do it in real life. It looks cool as hell in the movies. It's not impossible in the streets. It's just sometimes things work for me that don't work for other people. And it's also because I'm 5'3", and sometimes I need that extra oomph. So learning that and knowing that helps me out. But if I was to ask one of my co-stars, they have to fight me tooth and nail. And it's like, look, dude, I can do it. I was like, dude, you're not getting paid for this independent film. I can't afford to have you get hurt. Now, if it comes down to like you body slamming me up against a tree, my mom's a career nurse. She'll patch me up and have me back in the fight in like 20 minutes. But, you know, my big sister's a career nurse. So if I'm seriously fucked up, they'll help me out. But, you know, I don't have money to pay my actors. And if we shoot everything in 2 weekends, I can start putting the movie together. Which is another thing that they also don't teach you in acting classes about how to make an independent film and how much goes into that versus how much time. It takes more time to shoot than it does to edit. Alright? It really does. You can shoot a film in 4 weekends. So in 1 month, you can shoot a film. I'm not saying it's going to be a great film, but you can shoot a film in 4 months. If everyone is committed, it will be a great film. Because what you put in, you get back. But if everybody's not committed, then you get clusterfucks. Alright? When I did Path of Ascension, my 3 guys, Charles, CLS, and J Diz, they were mad because the film mostly revolved around me, which it was supposed to because I was supposed to be the hero. I'm fighting 3 guys for leadership. I have to fight J Diz, who's the Lord of Fire. I have to fight CLS, who's the Lord of Ice. And I had to fight Charles, who was the Lord of Earth. So when I put it together, and it's on Kung Fu Havoc #1, and it's called Path of Ascension or Path of Accession, I couldn't get it right, and the dictionary said that both of them meant the same thing, so there you go. Anyway, so we have this big brawl at the end where they jump me, and I still win, and my character's name is Win of the House of Win. So, and I'm playing a Native American and black guy who has a lot of property, which is where we're fighting, and it's basically a fracked up version of the 3 Billy Goats Gruff in reverse. Okay, where I'm the troll under the bridge, so I have to cross these 3 bridges to beat these guys and become their leader. So they got mad because, you know, the fight really didn't have a lot to do with them, and they didn't have a lot of fight scenes. And I was like, well, it's only going to be 3 fight scenes, and, you know, if you guys are going to be in this thing, you have to show up. And they learned that, you know, if you want to make a good movie, you got to commit, and you got to show up. So when we did Guardians of the Earth, which is the series spinoff that is sitting on somebody's desk in Alabama right now, please send that back to me, 512 Rougemont, Charlottesville, Virginia, intact, please. You know, I can't recreate the stuff that we put together. We had some awesome shit until my boy Bruce, who took it to Alabama to add special effects, instead of just telling me no, it ended everything right there. Because the shit got stolen from him, so that's that. But anyway, they committed a lot more, and then we added 3 more guys. We added in the Steel Lord, Prince Octavius Brown, thank you. We added in my boy Courtney Monroe, thank you. And we added in Rodney, thank you. And we added in Dejan, who made a cameo as the news reporter who gets killed by Courtney. Anyway, the thing was beautiful. It was the best work I ever done. And everybody committed. Everybody showed up except Charles and except for Dustin. So we had to kill them in the first episode. I'm sorry, I got to put you guys out there, but we had to kill them in the first episode because they refused to commit. And I had a rule. I had a ground rule because I didn't pay these guys other than the promise of it's going to get up and it's going to be awesome. And it was awesome when we were looking at it. It was awesome until we decided to put special effects in, and then everything went to hell in a handbasket. I really wish that Bruce would have just told me no, and I would have went to somebody else. And I would have probably had to pay them an arm and a leg to get it done, but it would have got done, and I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now. But anyway, so when it comes down to it, we all committed to it. We all put our time in. I still got all the weapons in the shed, snake staffs in the closet. And, everybody did a great job. Everybody did a great job. Everybody. Even the two guys who refused to commit. And their main problem was that, I had a rule, and my rule was simple. If you drink or do extracurricular activities, Monday through Thursday, do what you want. Friday, I need you good. Saturday, I need you ready. If you can come Sunday, we're going to film. If you can't come Sunday, we're not going to film. I had everybody give me their schedule so that we could film things around people who couldn't film, and then we could film things with them when they were there. We worked this, this thing was down to the letter. Everything was set outside of storyboarding because I'm not really good at storyboarding, and I didn't think I could take the time to try and draw scene by scene by scene, and I was on their time, which was the other thing. They had to when they took time off from work to commit to this thing. So to not be able to share it with the world really fucking sucks. So whoever you are in Alabama, look, you jumped a big guy named Bruce, you stunned him with a cattle prong, and you took my shit. Just give me back my shit. 512 Rougemont, Charlottesville, Virginia, 22902. No. Just give it back. Find me on Facebook. Find me on Instagram. James Edward Williams Jr. 616 on Instagram. James Edward Williams Jr. You'll see me in being choked on Instagram as well as on Facebook. You can't miss me out. I'm in the Scarlet Spider suit. Come on, just send me my shit back. It's the last thing before I die. Just send me my shit back so I can pay somebody to put special effects, and then I can give it to everybody that was involved in this thing so that we can post it on all our channels. Because if you guys got to see it, you would have loved it. You would have honestly, truly, the guy loved it. There's a watered down version here. It sucks ass because it's from computer to computer, and I don't have the means to transfer it and rework it onto this computer. Plus, I don't know how to work this computer. I've been trying to get the Spider-Man thing going, so now I need to have another hard drive. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on with me. Anyway, moving on. Learning these things are very important. Being able to commit. I had made a movie called The Dragon's Breath. The lead girl quit the day before filming, which didn't help any, so then I had to use some substitutions for a scene. And, it has not been an easy journey in my 20 years. So, to end this video, so I can go get in the shower, and then I'll make a part 3. To end this video, honestly, we need to be taught how to make movies. We need to be taught what goes behind the movies. We need to talk about lighting. We need to be taught about how the scripts are going to work. We need to be taught about how improv works. We need to be taught about how to drive the story. We need to be taught how to know our cues of when we're supposed to talk. How many breaths should we take, or how many beats do we wait? If we 2 beats, maybe a half a second, maybe a whole minute before you decide the thing. And then you have to understand how you can make the movie more effective, or how you can sell the movie better. And once you get that stuff done, you should be able to get into acting fairly easy. But there is the hard part. The part that I've suffered from for the last 20 years of my life, since I was 27 years old. I have not been able to open not one door to get my acting career off the ground. Not one. Outside of having this YouTube and my 120 people, it's actually 102 people who are following, and I happen to be one of the 2, it hasn't been easy. Now, I know that there's somebody out there who will be writing roles for people who are mixed soon. I'm your guy. Just give me a job. It's not that difficult. And if not, then pitch me to the WWE Entertainment so that I can get a job working in their movies. I'm not that hard to please, man. And for me, it's not so much about the money as just getting it done. Getting the job done. Making the audience take notice and say, we like that guy. We want that guy to be in our films. That's what I want. thanks for watching. Part 3 will be coming really, really soon. Again. In fact, I'll make part 3 after I get out of the shower, and I will talk about costumes and stuff like that. Alright, thanks for watching. Be seeing ya.